Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
And my name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
And this is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life. Hope you enjoy!
Bill, this is our last episode recording of the year.
Of 2023. I actually cannot believe it. Like
Literally me too.
Yeah.
As we just sat down on the couch, I'm like, oh my God, this is our last episode of the year.
that is it. We will be replaying for the
ride.
rest of December. We'll be playing episodes that are our favorites. But we're not recording that. They're already recorded.
They're pre-recorded. And then we have a 3-week break because we're moms and we're humans and we need some time off.
Yes.
So what a great wine sponsor. Oh, well, first of all, we're going to talk about manifestation.
Yay!
Barf. Ew. Guess whose topic choice it was?
Lindsay's favorite. It was obviously Lindsay because she loves that stuff.
I'm going to manifest a really quick episode. But you know
We
what?
won't need much longer than that, Lindsay.
No, exactly. And you know what we did manifest? An awesome wine sponsor. And you know what we got? An awesome wine sponsor.
Absolutely.
Drink Greek. We seriously, so like the name, Drink Greek. They have Greek wines. Who knew about Greek wines?
No one.
Barely anybody in Australia drinks Greek wines.
Which I find really surprising because you know how Greeks, like we've all seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding and you know how everything originates from Greece. It's interesting that we've never heard of Greek wines. Like you'd think that they would have started that too, you know?
Yeah, like I think people maybe have heard, but it's not common, is it? Like when you go into the bottle shop to pick out a wine, like half the time you're like, I want a Greek wine.
Yeah, no,
Right?
never. That's right.
So they have this whole mentality of like old vines, new times.
Yes.
Because like these Greek vines are ancient.
Yeah.
Like literally ancient. So like the story goes is that they just didn't know how to make really good wine, like, or grow the grapes properly, right? Like we'll bring you all more information down the track about these fabulous winemakers, but now they've got their shit together.
They got it
and
together.
like Greek wine is amazing. So we're drinking a Muses Estate Crispy Esreti. Oh, fuck me.
Asiritko, for the love of goodness.
Can you just pronounce some of them? Why do I have to pronounce all of the really hard ones?
Because we all just enjoy watching you struggle.
Do people enjoy watching it though?
I mean, I do. I don't know. Tell us, do you enjoy listening to Lindsay struggle? I would love to know.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure I grabbed the wrong wine glasses, but you know what? It's just going to be whatever.
Is that a thing? Nobody cares, Lindsay.
Oh my God,
If
I
you're
care.
listening to the podcast, you just need to know that we are drinking wine from glasses.
Do you mean? I know, but
They
if you're
could
watching,
be tumblers for all they know.
if you're watching, I apologize because anywho, you get what you get and you don't get upset. So I'm just going to read a little bit about Muses Estate and the wine, okay?
Please do.
Just because I think with Dimitri, our amazing, why did you laugh? Because I said his name like without an accent.
Was I laughing?
The
Is my face?
Yes, the corners of your lips were curling, just like what Cameron's does when he's like lying and trying to be an asshole, like funny asshole.
I was probably in my own world thinking about something else. It had nothing to do with it, I promise you.
Because I'm like, is it because I didn't say Dimitri?
Dimitri.
Dimitri.
I don't even think if I'm saying it right, but anyway, we're just going to...
His name's Dimitri.
And he's amazing and he's so knowledgeable and he's so cool.
Yes, and like a lot of what he was saying to us, like a lot behind the wine is the story.
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to tell you a little story about Muses Estate.
Let's do it.
Oh, calm down.
Lindsay's
over
just
there.
trying to like not talk about manifestation.
Shut the fuck up over there. So a third generation of their family to... What? No.
Here we go. Shut the fuck up, everyone. Lindsay has to say something.
A third generation of their family to work this historical land. Wine has been cultivated here for millennia.
We Googled that, right? It's like a 1,000 years.
What she
I want to
said.
say.
I really don't think so.
It's
but
not
anywho.
million years. It must be 1,000.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Pretty sure that's not right. In 1946, their grandfather established a winery in the village of Escree. Escree? Sure. Planting vineyards in the Valley of Muses. On the slopes of Mount Helicon. Probably not how you pronounce it. Anywho, the small winemaking business was gradually transformed into a brilliant estate that consistently produces wines that reflect the region and focuses more on indigenous grape varieties.
Love.
Which is cool, right? Like embrace what you have. Like
absolutely.
Why try something out? Like if you have it there in the soil and the right? Anyway, stop
what Lindsay
talking,
said,
Lindsay.
yes.
Yeah. Anywho, look they've just polished the structure. They crafted deeply colored wines Other varieties such as, oh, look, I'm not even going to pronounce that one. It's another Greek wine. Google them. Made with the utmost care, both in the winery and the vineyards, which is important, right? Like, I feel like
So
if you,
important.
you know, it's like people that talk to their plants.
Yes, absolutely. Talk to your plants.
Talk to your vineyards.
Yes.
Or your
Grapes.
Vines in your vineyard, on your vineyard.
Oh
I don't know.
God.
Okay, so crispy Acerito.
Acerito.
Escarito.
I think I'm not putting the intonation.
A cucaracha.
No, that's
wrong.
the whole wrong region. Yep.
Okay, so this is a fresh, vibrant wine with a firm and crisp acidity, seamlessly blending notes of citrus, green apple, and a hint of thyme. Ooh, and a long mineral finish. We love those mineral finishes. Anyway,
Oh, glasses are rough. Let's drink.
I did that as a test, Billy. I did.
Who was
the
that,
pop
Beck? Did you
as-
hear that pop? That was not me. That
did
was
it?
your bestie Lindsay over here.
Good. You paid attention. We
Let's
don't like
drink.
when we pop into the microphone. Well, when Billy pops into the microphone.
I'm wearing something sticky on my lips, so I can't pop
Ew,
anyway.
why? Oh, like your lip gloss.
Well, it's not gross sticky, Lindsay. Jesus.
well,
it's not like
you-
I put like boogers on my lips. Are they
said-
sticky? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
okay.
that took a weird turn.
So, see, I have red wine glasses and we're drinking a white wine. So I
Honestly,
do
the
apologize.
travesty. Apologies. Now, we should mention we have tried this wine before, just recently, and I can't wait to try it again. Let's do it. Cheers, my Linny.
It's
Cheers
so-
to our last episode.
I know.
And let's make all our dreams come
Crazy.
true.
Let's. Billy has a really weird look on her face.
We're talking about manifestation. It's like my favorite thing.
I
Oh.
can't stand
It coats the glass. I don't know, a couple episodes ago, Lindsay used that one. I thought I'd throw it back at her.
Can you shut the fuck up? I am at my wit's end with you. It's the end of the year. I love it.
Delish.
It's yummy.
It's such a mild-mannered wine. Like, it's such a nice entry level, like, to like a Greek wine, I would say. Well, it's not like, you know how sometimes it punches you in the face. Like last week's wine that we tried was like super bubbly and like had like a ton of like interesting strong flavor. This one's like really smooth and like
It's a mild mannered.
Mild.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that about a wine before.
Lindsay, it's been 4 years now. So
I was just going to say, girl, have you learned something after the last 4 years?
I doubt it. And also I just future apologies for the first few episodes coming back. We're probably going to
why?
forget all this language because it's been so long since we're going to, you know.
But sweet cheeks, honey bunches of oats over there, we don't actually have proper wine words. So
that's
like
what I'm saying.
we
I just learned one and it's probably going to be lost next year.
Oh,
so.
did you actually learn wine? Cute.
Didn't I sound smart?
I don't think
Oh
so.
my God. Anyway, stop stalling. Let us talk about
Let's manifest this episode being over.
bringing good things into your life.
Right. Okay, go.
I am so like inspired by you, Lindsay.
She's not.
Lies.
Yeah.
It's funny to me, again, that Lindsay, last week we talked about fate. This week we're talking about manifestation. It is hilarious to me that Lindsay rolls her eyes at this sort of stuff because she has clearly manifested the life she has always wanted.
Totally. I agree on that. Like I am literally living exactly what I'd like to be living.
What did you want to do and how did you get there? Let's
Well,
go.
I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was never like a career
And a rich and famous podcaster.
not so much until later in my years. No, like I was never a career driven person. If somebody asked me as a child, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or when you're in high school, where are you going to go to college? What are you going to study?
Yeah.
Are you going to uni? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't know. I never wanted to be anything.
Right.
I just always knew I wanted to have kids and be a wife and mom. And that sounds so lame when I say
it doesn't. I just think it's wonderful that you made that happen for yourself. And that's literally what manifestation is.
Yeah. Look, and I don't even want to say blessed because I feel like
Hashtag.
yeah, no. I'm just so lucky that I'm living how I want to live. And I'm gonna say something that might
Don't
irritate.
lose all our listeners right at the end here.
No, it's not the listeners. It would be my like siblings more so my
yes.
older one. I feel like sometimes because with our last episode I was talking about listening to your gut as well.
Yes.
I have been very lucky. I always seem to land on my feet.
That's the attitude, Lenny.
Knock on wood. Nothing bad happens.
Yes.
Oh God, I sound like such a dick
You
when I'm
do.
saying
I
this.
love it. Go
know.
on. Keep talking.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I do feel a little bit of resentment from certain people.
Sure.
whether it's said or not. But I feel like I'm living the life that I want to live, that I am able to live. And I don't think you should be upset with people that have ended up living the life that they want to be, even if you look, this is going down a really weird.
It really did take a weird turn.
I know. And it just came out of my mouth. So I might be backtracking if somebody specifically listens to this episode. But you know what I mean?
100%. This is not where I thought we were going with this.
Yeah.
But I do agree. And I think a lot of what, like, manifestation is really just like putting, thinking good thoughts. I can go into a little bit, like, after the break, we can go into like the meaning of manifestation and how I came across it initially and stuff like that. Yeah. But what I do want to say is that it's really about the way that you are thinking and perceiving the world. And I think that if you are focused on other people and the things that you don't like about them, then that's where you, like, you know, energy goes where energy flows, all that sort of stuff. Like,
what's that? Oh, energy goes where energy flows?
No, I think it's the other way around.
I was going to
flows where energy goes or something.
Yeah,
where,
that
like,
makes
so
more
you
sense.
like basically what you're thinking about. So if you're constantly focusing on, like, if you're on socials and you're like, I'm not good enough for this person, or ew, I hate that person, or oh, I hate what that person's doing. Like, that is all that's the world you're creating. That is the feeling inside yourself that you're creating. So I think by someone like you who has just focused on, like, this is what I want and I'm going to go get it. Whether that means being a stay-at-home mom, I have no doubt that if you truly put your mind to doing anything, using that marketing diploma, girl, it really
advertising.
just same advertising, marketing, same thing.
Kind of different, but anyways.
Whatever you really want to do, I don't think it's really out of your reach. Now, sure, I was going to say I don't think that I could be an astronaut.
No, you have to know
because
math
I
for
don't
that.
want to be an astronaut.
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
the thing. Like, if
Yeah.
somebody truly wanted to be an astronaut, manifestation isn't about sitting there and me thinking to myself, I'm going to be an astronaut tomorrow. I'm going to be an astronaut tomorrow. I'm going to be an astronaut tomorrow. It is misconstrued in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You have to want to do it and then act towards it.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
It's not just about being like, I'm going to do it. And then, like, I mean, I could be an astronaut if I dress up as one. Close enough.
Halloween's over.
Right?
Yeah.
But when I come back, let's talk about how I came across all of this.
Oh.
And what it really
Exciting.
means. Like, let's just, let's get into it, Lenny.
Oh, I can't wait. Do we have to?
Let us introduce you to our wine sponsor, Drink Greek.
Bill, did you know that Greek wines probably have the longest heritage in the wine world?
No, I did not.
They are now the hottest new thing in the wine world.
And it only took 5,000 years to become an overnight success.
Australia can now experience completely new varietals that will excite and surprise wine lovers with flavor profiles never seen here before.
Drink Greek brings only the best of Greek vineyards, modern and innovative winemakers.
Drink Greek wines are available anywhere and everywhere good wines are sold.
So go try it. Old vines, new times, people.
All right, Billy, make my world a better place with your
Let me
manifestation.
wow you, girl.
Let's.
Okay. The Secret. Obviously, we've heard of it, right?
Of course.
Okay. I love The Secret. I read it almost like 20 years ago, and I honestly feel like my life changed.
I've never read it, but of course I know.
I mean, you can watch the movie as well.
Yeah.
Oh, was Oprah on it? In it? I can't even remember.
Oprah was the one that
made it huge.
Yes.
Yes. I have no doubt. Thanks, Oprah. And Oprah's all about that. I listened to Oprah's podcast for so long, her soul sessions or whatever, because she talks about a lot of the stuff. Like, after she finished the show, she just went into producing all this content that's basically like manifestation, positivity. She spoke to so many like leaders in that area. And I've learned a lot from them. Not that I have anything to show for it, because I'm, still trying to figure out manifestation. I have Lindsay. She's okay.
Who's she?
You.
Oh, me.
I said I have Lindsay. She's okay.
Oh, right. What? I thought you were like, I have Lindsay. She's okay. Okay.
No.
Moving
Okay,
on.
so what is manifestation and how do we do it?
Yes, tell me.
Good question. Okay, so it's the simplest terms. Manifestation is putting your intentions towards something that you hope will happen, then watching it happen in real life. That's kind of the gist, right?
Yep.
That's also a very simplified term because, like we said before, there's different, like the secret is all about the law of attraction. Okay, so you are basically thinking and attracting things to you. Okay?
Right, yes.
But that can't just work with you just thinking and attracting things, because otherwise you'd just be sitting in a room and just attracting what? Like, you'd need to actually go out and act on that sort of stuff. Right. There's a law of action as well. Whole other thing. Okay. So we're all familiar with that. So it's basically about like raising your vibration and sending out good, positive stuff.
How does one raise their vibration?
Literally by thinking better thoughts.
That's my vibration, my good thoughts.
Yes. So anything, well, think about it this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything, we're creators, right? Like humans are creators. We have aren't we? We have created everything. Like that's what I'm trying, I want to try and make clear because I'm trying to create my own thing right now and I feel like I've done pretty well. But any person who's thought of anything, architects, building makers, winemakers.
Building makers.
People who create wine. There's a dude out there somewhere that was like, there is a possibility here with Greek wines that we need to explore.
Right.
And they go and they create these labels and anything that we really want to make in the universe, we can make happen.
Sure.
Right? But you need to want it and you need to work towards it.
Okay.
We have created Wine Chats. You're welcome.
This is riveting. Go on.
I don't know. That's it. I just kind of feel, that's it. I just kind of feel like it's like the message I want to leave you with this year and coming into the next year is really, if there's something you don't like, there is a possibility of changing it. It's all about changing the way that you think and that you set your mind up to be. So if we're constantly thinking to ourselves, I don't have enough money. I'm tired. I'm
shit.
Busy,
I'm ugly. I'm whatever. Yeah.
And I went through this myself personally, obviously through the last few years, and I fucking went through anxiety, wank. That's kind of gone by now, by the way. Like my anxiety, it raises, but it's not like it used to be. And that's because I think that the thoughts in my head about everything in general were, I know it sounds so cheesy, but I'm not good enough for this. Thanks, Frank. I know I need a bit of a support dog right now. Like that, like the thoughts that like I'm not good enough for this. We're not getting enough, listeners. Yeah. We're not getting enough this. I don't have a job. I don't nothing looks good. I feel like shit. And you're constantly having that same stuff going on in your mind. And so of course the stuff that you're going to project is like you're not going to get goodness coming your way when you think like that. Yeah. And so I just had to change, like when people say, if you just start looking at yourself in the mirror every single morning and just saying, I'm strong, I'm brave, I'm awesome, which I know Lindsay doesn't need that.
No, it's not that I don't need it.
Well, you don't need it. That's the thing because you already have.
So lame.
Yeah, but think about it like this. Okay. It is lame for you. True story. This is serious. This is serious, people.
Oh.
True story. You have always, and I've admired that about you for a very long time, and I've learned a lot from you in these last few years about how I manage myself and control the way that I speak and think, right?
Okay.
Now, Lindsay, if she doesn't like something, she says it and she makes it better. Right. When I don't like something, I just go with it and I just melt like a ice cream, just being like, okay, I'll do whatever, just leave me alone and don't give me drama. Okay?
Melt like an ice cream.
Oh, totally, because I was a pushover, I lost myself.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And so for people like me who needed that little bit of a pep talk to themselves, it actually just changing that language and saying to yourself, this is what I want, this is how I feel. You fake it till you make it, and you do eventually change the way that you feel on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, when things are really tough and you really like, there's so many people with so many terrible circumstances around them. Yeah. It's not to say like if you just sit there and meditate, money is going to come your way, but maybe it will. Yeah. It's not, either way. It is not a bad way to move forward in life by just changing the way, that inner talk that you have going on, instead of being like, oh my God, this sucks, everything's hard, everything's this and that. You just fucking fake it. Saying, this is amazing, I'm great, I'm brave, I'm strong, I'm confident. Like you have to keep repeating that to yourself until the inside of you starts to believe it. And that energy around you, that frequency changes. That's kind of what manifestation is about. It's that sort of inner talk and the way that you are speaking to yourself and the things that you surround yourself with. So like you said, if people are looking at you and being like, oh, why is she like this? What did she do with her life? How come? That is not your fucking problem. Focus on yourself. You need to change the way that you are inside. Now, again, Lindy rolls her eyes, and I love that for you. I love that journey for you, Lindsay.
My eye-rolling journey?
Yes, I love it for you because, like I said, you obviously then don't need that. You are such a strong and solid human where to you, you were like, I know this is what I want. And I just do it. I'm not going to sit there and be like you said with, I don't know, was it the last episode we were talking about your fate and how, you broke up with your boyfriend after 8 years, you had these thoughts and you knew it was going to happen, but you were like, no, I'm just going to keep on chatting. I'm going to keep on moving and I'm going to keep on going forward. No matter what happens, I'll deal with my emotions and it's okay. But you still move forward in a as a force rather than crumpling and being like, my life is over, everything sucks. Yeah. If you had done that and if you had crumpled, what do you know what I mean? Like things just would have been different for you.
Oh, totally. And I get that. And like there's times obviously where like life is shit and I'm down on myself and stuff. And it's hard. I think it is really hard let's just talk about how like so many people are homeless right now because of cost of living and stuff, 100%, right?
Yes. Awful.
Where, I could see it'd be very hard for some of those people that had a job and a roof over their head and now they're living in a tent in a park to change their mindset of like, I will get out of this. I will have a home again. Like I see in it, I see the benefits in it, but sometimes it's like really like, oh,
totally.
God, like it's so hard. But can I just say this funny story?
Yeah.
So my carpet/couch cleaner guy came this week. Bear with me.
We just went from homeless people to my couch cleaner.
I know. There's a point to this. And he's all about this. You put and Michael into a room and oh my God.
Mike, let's go.
Like you guys would talk for hours.
Yep.
So he was telling me he manifests everything. So he was one day staying on his back porch looking at his yard going, shit, there's a lot of leaves. I really need to get a rake. He needed a new rake.
Yeah.
I need to get a new rake. He went to his next 3 jobs. There was random rakes everywhere. His first one, the rake was literally just laying on the footpath. He took photos of these rakes and they're all different rakes. And he was showing me this because like I'm not into it, but I'm like, I like to chat to people
rake, bro.
and like, whatever. And like, it was so crazy. He's like, Lindsay, you just have to manifest it. Like you just have to put it out. He believes that every person has a set of gods, not religious gods.
Interesting. Yeah.
This is a whole different topic.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't have time. Yeah.
But he put it out there. So he got like free rakes. He put it out there that he wanted a new pastry machine. Literally, he went to a job and some guy had this old piece of shit pastry machine that was the exact machine that he wanted. And the dude was like, oh, do you know what that is? Like, do you want that? And he's like,
yes, please.
Yes.
I just manifested that. Yeah. So it's mine. Yeah.
So like, I get it. And you do hear these stories where it's like, oh my God, it really does work.
It doesn't. Like, if you're so new to it, and like you said, if you are in a situation that's really like, that's not, like we said, we're sitting in rich houses talking about this stuff and saying like, manifest your best life. It's not, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's like, you should just do that and you'll be fine. It's not about that. It's more about like the way that we kind of talk to us. Like it has to be a better positive message for yourself that you're giving that.
Totally. It could just be down to just self-confidence.
Self-confidence, that's it.
All around in your world.
And if you raise that, then you start to perceive the world in a more positive way rather than everything is shit piling on top of me. You can just be like, okay, things are shit piling, but like there is sunshine at the end of it somehow. Like you have to kind of believe it for it to work. Remember when we were trying to have ghost sex? You have to believe it.
God, that
for
episode,
it to be a thing. You know what I mean? Like you have to walk into it thinking to yourself, I already have this. This is my life. I'm just kind of like in a different phase of it. Anyway, listen.
I'm going to manifest that this episode is going to be done soon.
You are a babe. You are so that you've done it. You have done it.
The best holiday vacation time ever.
Yes.
And that
next year we become
rich and famous.
The rich and famous podcast is what I've been dreaming of becoming
for the last 4 years.
For the last 4.5 years.
Maybe just a bit rich and a bit, well, not even rich, just a little bit of money and a little bit more
fame. Sure. I don't even need fame. I
don't need fame.
Want to be able to pay for my bills. That's it. So really wishing you a wonderful 2024. Again, we've got another couple episodes coming out, but they're,
Do we? I thought we were done.
Oh my God. Remember how we have the Christmas episodes coming out? Jesus.
Oh, but those ones we've already recorded.
No. I just said for the person who's listening to this right now, for them, they've got another couple of episodes coming up and then, so they will hear from us still, but this is the last episode we're actually recording for the year. So
again, I tuned out.
Wow.
Manifesting the end of
She
this.
is
okay.
out.
It's been real.
Happy holidays.
Fuck off 2023.
See you 2024. Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
I know. Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bildo and Lindalin. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
okay.
on.
Chat soon.